Hello and welcome to Cult of the Lamb
Oh,
Part
look, I'm Barry.
8.
I'm stuck in a pit. I can't get out. Oh, I'm in a basement.
Oh, I'm Barry.
Hey, Barry.
I'm stuck in a pit. And hello everyone, how are you going? I hope you're all going super duper well. Oh, I'm Barry. I'm stuck in a pit. Always that same mocking tone. But hello, Sleepy and Ozzy and Barry, of course. Just in time for the Cult of the Prostate exam. That sounds like a terrifying cult. You just interrupted the clap. Ozzy just interrupted the clap. Ozzy's favorite time. I hope you're all going fantastic. The cult is actually... now, you might notice the cult looks different. All of their beds were moved over here. And I've also put graves around everywhere. So pretty much if they go... These are some pre-dug graves prepared for more death. But I've got graves pretty much everywhere around. And so they keep praising the graves now. Or grieving at it, I should say. And then that is actually getting my loyalty issues up. So, good thing, we're fixing a bit of a crisis here. I can't beat the prostate exam. It is a pretty damn good one. If only their beds would stop. Now, the good news is, Sleepy, you're back in the game. And, apparently you and Barry are now lovers. It's cute, but also annoying, because I keep going to talk to Barry or you, and you two are constantly like, annoyed at me because I'm interrupting you two having a conversation. And one of the Sphinxes died. So that's annoying, but we've got the other Sphinx. Hello, I'm a lazy bot who won't do my job. I love sleeping next to my old dead friend. I know, like, I like to just think it's a hardcore broship. Come here. That's our friend from last game. So, we've also got a second one of these now, because, quite frankly, it was getting annoying only having the one. Oh, Ronan's back as well. We managed to get Ronan back. I did a little bit of grinding on the side, in preparation. So we're actually at a pretty good spot. What I might do is I might give you guys some food before I move. What is that? Is that the poop? No, we're not making them poop. We're not going to give you guys anything that will cause you illness. This is fine. Pooping isn't an illness, it's just biology. It's most disgusting. And here we go. That was way too early for a here we go. Oh, look at Barry and Sphinx having a nice little chat. But no, I'm not just saying you're like it literally every time they chat, I go to it and it's like, you interrupted. Like they're having a lovely chat with their lover. Corvus Jr. is actually being very good. He's not being an asshole at all, so that's quite nice. I'm enjoying that. Alright, you all do that and be happy. We have a place to go visit. We actually opened up a new, area last stream I didn't even look at. Like a little dog sleeping on his friend's grave. Oh no, Barry, don't make us sad. I hate pooping. Pooping is not great. It's just inconvenient all around. Hello, happy fisherman. Limbo. You, listen, Modern Chop, you owe me a ship. What, why? The bishops are nasty pieces of work, but they do a good enough job of keeping the waterways open and trade flowing around here. But with you going around killing them, it opens the gates for all sorts of monstrous beasts to start sinking my stock. Scary things they be, with gnashing teeth and orifices stinks and a face that could curdle milk. Just like me mother-in-law. Ha 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 ha. So you best be making this right. Each time a bishop dies, a nasty beast called a witness takes its place. Lucky for your Plimbo, those folk will pay a pretty penny for the eye of a witness. You get me the eyes, I buy a new boat, and we'll call it square. All you need to do is return the places you've killed a bishop, defeat the ferocious beast that has emerged, and bring me their eyes. Simple enough. But why? Drop an explosive when you roll. Oh my god, that's so good. Give me that. Like, why do I want to help him? I don't want to help you. Drop like Ichor when you roll. I mean, it's not the worst thing to get. Do you know what I mean? I can roll around and drop that. Ichor? Not Ichor. I don't know. Whichever the one they want. Bones, bones, bones. Indeed, Shadow. That is my internal mantra. I unlocked the ability to make bone decorations, but I can't make bone decorations. I need the bones to hold open the gate to hell to bring you all back. Oh, yeah, okay, Soul Snatcher. I'll grab that. Bad joke, Sleepy. I was gonna say, oh no, I've lost the place with the pen, but I can very easily find this because we're so close to the end. We're actually very, very close to the end. I'm gonna have to get like a metal bucket or something to burn this in, aren't I? They probably will frown if I just go into the middle of the street and start a book fire. Alright, yay or nay, everyone? How do you tell which end of a worm is which? Tickle it in the middle and see which end laughs. Yeah. That was a really weird thing. Did Automod pick up bones, bones, bones? It's about that dog that waits for its own every day. Oh, that sad story. Yeah, that's sad. I'm doing my duty to bring the fire closer. Indeed, it's coming here step by step. The first 2 bones were okay, but the third bones was dirty, Shadow. The third bones, Twitch looked at your third bones and was like, I feel like whilst you've mentioned bones 2 times before this, that was fine, but this third one has dirty vibes. Are you being a dirty boy on Twitch, Shadow? That's what Twitch was saying with that. So thanks, Automod. You random thing. What's this? Oh, it's just books. That's boring. What's this? Oh, is this... I think I need to buy all of this stuff eventually to, like, max out the game. I can buy a follower form. What follower form do I get? I thought I'd broken the game for a second. It just kept bubbling there. A new animal form your followers can take. What, like... What is that? A mole? Maybe? Like, but not a cool mole? I don't know. Oh, do you know what? I don't think I use the eyes for anything, do I? Here, have an eye. These creatures have seen all there is to see and stood in the silent judgment for millennia. Just like me mother. Here, take this. Find it in my travels. Means naught to me, but a crown bearer might have use for it. There we go. There we go! We've got... Ta-da! Alright, I could give you the other one now. Wait. So... It looks like Ratatouille. I see. I was thinking maybe the ears were too small, but you're right. It could be a rat. You have to buy dirt. I have to buy... I'm gonna look for a little because I'm quickly ducks up the other Woolworths to grab for dog food and stuff going on Saturday's weekend. Fair enough, Shadow. Yes, the long Easter weekend. Get to the shops while you can. It was so busy when I went today. It was insanely busy. We need to perform a ritual as well, everyone, to make them give us more money. But good luck at the shops and the crowds. So, we need to do an enrichment. Here we are. Alright. I need more bones. Okay, we have to go get more bones, everybody. We're going to the 4th door. We were going to do other stuff, but we're not doing that now. We're going to the 4th door. Are you guys gonna... They're gonna starve to death while I'm going. Oh, nice! Steel Cobrex is back! And hello, Electro! How are you going? I hope you're going well. You've opened up with a bad joke, so let's see how this goes. Yay or nay, everybody? What's worse than biting into an apple and finding a worm? Biting into an apple and finding half a worm. Yay or nay, guys, if you find that joke funny. Alright, let's go quickly talk to Steel. I did it, leader. I've retrieved what you were after from your missionary. Nice. Good, Steel. Good boy. Go to sleep. And before I leave then... I assume that if I'm not here... I still get the valuables from this, right? You know what? I'm not sure. We'll just do basic berry. I think I'm devolving. I think you've grown hay fever. No! Have your anti-cat meds started to wear off? That would suck. Kel has grown stronger in his fur, sir. You're going to have to shave him, make him a short-haired cat. Did Corvus end up showing up, or is he gone? Oh, he is gone. Oh, hang on. What is this person not doing? Corvus, the dissenter, the traitor, as I believe he was called in the Discord, in the Annals of Jeff. Who is sleepy? Who is sleepy? Who isn't sleeping? Sleep, you jerkwads. I think everyone is sleeping now. I think it's just that one of them is super duper tired. I swear to God, if you die still because you didn't want to go to bedtime, I'ma be mad. But yes, so, Corvus is 100% Gonskis. Unfortunately. Looks like if they descend, you can't get them back. But we have Corvus Jr., who is the new warden, and he is much better than the other Corvus. He hasn't dissented at all. He's very loyal. Don't say my name in vain, Sleepy. You haven't taken it a while, actually. So, right. The tolerance you build up has gone, so you can easily just build it back up again. So we're going to the Silk Cradle, everyone. Oh, it's a hammer. Divine Guardian. Pardon me. Oh, I like Divine Guardian. So this is our first time wandering into this area. This is the 4th door. So after the 4th door, I believe we open up the final zone for the boss. So this should be interesting. Much better, more loyal. For now. For now, he is loyal. So we've got new enemies in this one that we haven't seen before, apparently. Or we will. That's new. A weird little rope bridge. That seems painful. Alright. So we mainly want bones. Now, fun fact. It turns out... do you guys remember how I changed my little fleece here? My little cloak that's red. I changed it to a purple one. It turns out that was the reason we were losing all the loot every time we did a run. But was also the reason we had so many of those, diseased hearts. I'll show you when we get back to camp. Bonk. It's bonkin' time. That sounds dirty. Who are you glowy spiders? You're... It spits babies at us. Are these candles a thing? No. Alright. 4th door? You mean you've managed to have enough followers to survive long enough to gain entry to new doors? Yes! So we got to swarm at them at once. And so I quickly opened all the doors and then I let them die off. Because you only need the people there alive long enough to open the door, and then you just use their bones to keep it pried open. So that's the good thing. What are you doing, Mr. Ant Spider? That's not annoying at all that you zoom away from the screen. That's charming is what that is, not annoying. Charming. That's what we're going to go with. Ooh! So this is fun. I got to play with walkie-talkies at work the other day. They gave me a walkie-talkie, and this is great because that fulfills one of my lifelong ambitions of having a walkie-talkie professionally. It's something I've always wanted, but never had. So I got to have it, so I was rather chuffed. But it turns out, in a giant busy warehouse with loud machinery around you, they're not as functional as one would think, especially when someone is playing very loud music next to you. And so we had the walkie-talkies, and they sort of worked, but it ended up devolving into like 3 of us just shouting one word back and forth as static played. So my dream wasn't everything I imagined, but it's still there, and I still have the walkie-talkie, and I have to like tuck it up here to hear it over the sound of everything. But you know, dream realized. Has anyone else had their dreams realized this week? I know, walkie-talkie, it's the best. You don't understand, Sleepy. Ever since I was, like, tiny, I have wanted a walkie-talkie, and I was never allowed walkie-talkies. And then when I got old enough to get walkie-talkies, no one I knew would want the second walkie-talkie. I've known so many people and be like, if I gave you a second walkie-talkie, could we use them? And no one ever agrees to. It's always like, no, we have the internet, or they wouldn't work with this distance. I've just wanted a walkie-talkie, and now I have one professionally. I am a little bit too into walkie-talkies, if you can't tell. Do they put you on a separate channel just to not listen to you? No, we're on the same channel. It's just really loud, and I don't think the walkie-talkies were the best. Handhelds were a little live stream. Huh? Should have come to mining. I would probably love mining, Electro. Every time people tell me stuff about mining, I'm always like, you know what? That sounds like a great job. Like, it sounds wonderful. It probably isn't as wonderful as I'd imagine, and you'd be like, no, you wouldn't like it, Talos. I could be underground. I probably should be underground. I probably deserve to be underground, let's be honest. If anyone deserves to be trapped away from humanity in the darkness, it's probably me. Though the internet connection would get to me. Increases chance to spawn better chests. That one. Vehicle radios and handhelds used as part of the induction to get on site. Oh my god, yes! It's so cool! I'm easily impressed, everybody. I just need... one little thing. What was it? We had this fun thing in the Discord the other day. Are you going to do something like be mad at me if I chop you down? Because sometimes I come in here and you get cranky when I destroy the wilderness, no? So the other week, I was on the Discord and, we run a role-playing game in the Discord, and our DM, who is Barry, he'd built this wonderful campaign, and he was talking us through it, and we were creating this wonderful world. It was all very magical. And then Ozzy actually was like, hey, Talos, did you know that on Discord, when you're on a video call, you can change your background to be anything? Like, you could go to the beach, or a city, or cyberpunk, or as Ozzy has, a flaming Elmo. And so I changed my background to Overwatch, in King's Row specifically. And that sort of just completely destroyed all of my impressiveness with Barry's campaign. And I'd been like sort of just sitting there like nodding along to what Barry was saying. And all of a sudden I was like, this is the best thing ever. So don't go complex when trying to impress me. Just go really simple. Just be like, look, you can be an Overwatch. Or look, a walkie-talkie. All I've heard about your sense of self-preservation tells you were not to be allowed underground ever. The things you've seen me do. I dream of getting paid and it came true today. That is a good dream to have, Shadow. That is a good dream to have. Look, I can do fire, but Overwatch, you don't understand. Barry, I spent hours and hours creating this in-depth fantasy world for you guys to play in. Ozzy, the Discord does a thing. You can be an Overwatch Talos. Me, oh my god, I am in Overwatch. This is the best and most impressive thing I've seen all day. Poor Barry. When I walk in there, and a spider's going to jump on me. I feel like spiders are going to get on me. Also, the rocks here look like cheese. Oh. Why do you have cheese rocks, Shamura? He waits by the rocks of the darkened sea, at the foot of the long sudden drop. Within the moor of pointed teeth beasts, the stutter of the heart then stopped. Shamura is not that great at poetry. He was the fifth bishop of the old, Faith, our brother, the one who waits back then. He was known by the name Narinder. But as the millennia wore on, he grew discontent with his role. He began to question. He was gluttonous in his ambition. And in my imprudence I loved him. For it I lost my mind. For it he lost his freedom. Can you fathom such betrayal, Lamb? Of your own turned against you? Would you like to find out? He was the fifth bishop of the old faith. Our brother, the one who waits. Back then, he was known by the name Naranda. Someone who will cross a road because someone said to, without looking at the traffic, is a banned person underground. Not being mean, but it's a safety dying issue. That's fair, Electro. That's very fair. Like, you can't... Barry! Barry! What the hell are you doing? Bad Barry! Well, this is upsetting. Barry living out all his dreams at once. To say I'm mad is an understatement right now. All that work I've put into Barry. Oh my god. I thought he was just going to dissent, not attack me and have me forced to murder him. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. I'm sure I broke the mic. At least we know how I would react in a zombie apocalypse to Barry escaping the basement and attacking me. Barry, what? Bad Barry! Oh, you're free, Barry. Live the after. No, Barry's coming back. Barry doesn't get to escape. Oh. Have this one on the house. Why? Yeah, sure. Here, give it to me. Are you old and dying? That's fine. I have graves for you. Come with me. Yes, you like? I find many of these tasty morsels. Come back now. May I keep this one? I grow hungry. Okay. To keep them all at once. I feel like he's talking to himself more than anything. That was scary. That was scary, Sleepy. I didn't like that. I wasn't expecting that. No, I was not expecting that at all. I've got to say, this guy, this god's kind of a dick. In my opinion. I just resurrected so many people. Ah, damn it. And I forgot to convert people on my way in. Barry would have been one of the ones I converted because he's so good at attacks. Oh, I'm extra mad. If I converted Barry and Sphinx, this wouldn't have happened. It would have been dang it. Why did I rush? I didn't have to rush. That's even more frustrating that I realize my own folly is what allowed that to happen in the first place. Yeah, take that, stupid spiders. Anyway, back to the game. I've yelled myself hoarse there a little bit. And they want me to perform the enrichment. You know what? Actually, fine. I will perform the enrichment ritual. Barry will not have to wait too long, I think, to come back. Yes, spit your spider scum on me. Here we go. That sounds dirty, doesn't it? We've got 94 bones, everybody. 94. 96 now. I don't... Alright, and a new tarot card. Enemies have a chance to drop fish. Okay, that's fine. I didn't really want that one. I wish you had. Could have been me getting converted. It could have been you trying to free yourself. That would have been very thematically appropriate. Yeah, spit your spider scum on me. Oh, what a quote to add. Chest, chest, chest. Alrighty, we got a silk cradle. That's nice. We got... What are these? Are those what those are? Are these cobwebs? Is that the other resource? I thought they were dead bodies. Spider silk. Okay. So cobwebs. I was correct in that one. Cool. Because there was a bunch of buildings I saw and they just had like that cobweb symbol, but I hadn't come across cobwebs. So I was like, do you want dead bodies? This seems like an awful lot of dead bodies to go through. I think there was another one. No. Wait, hang on. Is that a bone? That is a bone. Ah. Okay. Damage everything in the screen. Okay, can I have both? Oh, I can have both! That's delightful, isn't it? Gain it. Oh my god! Look at the health bar going up, everyone. What a random run we're having. Let's go, little friend. May the power of the lamb be with you. I do like the Divine Blast. It deals significantly more damage than... Alright, so what's the... Chance of poisoning enemies... Oh, okay. So this is a chance of poisoning enemies when attacking, but my other one does the more damage. Probably more damage is going to be worth it, I think. Let's find out together, everybody. Chest. Coins. Alright. First boss. We gotta go through 3 of them, is it? I think no, it's 4 of them, don't I? I have to go through 4 of the bosses. Then I get the big boss in a room. So maybe we'll get lucky and we ought to have a nice, good run. Or I can just start being hit by everything. That's also always an option. You know, that's always doable. If we're lucky, we're going to have enough bones to be able to do the tax ritual and curse Barry back into existence. It's not the same without my 2 narwhals running around. Are you going to give me something, or are you here just to spite me? There we are. Squish. No, I didn't. That's okay, I can switch. I'm glad it has this mechanic of letting you switch back in case you're like, no, I didn't actually want that. That's super handy. Oh my god, I can't believe I also like that you can use the enemies to attack each other. That's so handy. I always enjoy a game that allows you to knock enemies into each other and actually hurt one another. Like they don't have friendly fire turned on. I mean, turned off, whichever one it is. Ow! You hurt, and that was mean. My poor person is in pain. Can I get that spider? That's a lot of bones. I need more bones. I always need more bones. It's the one thing I always need more of in this game. Go on, spit yourself out. Come on, we're waiting on you. Don't be a diva. Get out of your gooey cocoon. Cocoon. Jesus. Cocaine sounds like I'm talking to a diva. Like some, you know, singing star has gotten like all high on cocaine and it's all gooey now. Like they were trying to melt the cocaine. I just saw something really odd at the second Woolworths. A crane game that had plush version of biscuits and spam cans. Okay, hang on. There were plush spam. Okay, if I had seen that, if I ever saw a claw machine that was selling spam, like it had cans of spam but plushies, I could not walk by it. I would have to stop and try and win a spam can because what a conversation piece. Like just having that anywhere in your house. What a conversation piece. Where did you get this from? Why does this exist? Do people love spam that much that they made a plushie out of it? Does it squeak when you hug it? What does it do? That is a fantastic thing. I look forward to seeing it because I 100% would go back to get it. Oh, we're doing really well with the hammer. Should I just make it a hammer run, guys, or change it? Like, there's daggers or the sword, and the sword will heal me, but this hammer does a shoot ton of damage. It's only 2.3 damage down, but it's 1 speed. This is the 2 choices. So, do we either want to go Godly Hammer? It does a bit more damage. It's less speed. It does significantly more damage. Or I can go the Vampiric Sword. And the Vampiric Sword has a chance to give me life force. You reckon hammer is best weapon? Alright, let's see how this goes. We'll stick with the hammer. Let's find out. Come on, hammer. You're coming with us. Oh, hi. Oh, you're kind of... No, you're not. You know what? I was gonna say he's kind of cute. I don't know. I could learn to love him. Being immune to poison would be amazing right now. Okay, hammer was the way to go. We smashed him good. Hey, little scared guy. I like him. He's got cobwebs on his head.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Indeed, a victory. We did it, everyone. 100% hammer is the best weapon. And we got cobwebs. So really, all we lost on this run was Barry, and we can build another one. So there you go. Return to the cult. Our sad, sad cult. Ah, look at that. Look at the bones. Look at the bones. That's what I like to see. More bones. Always bones. Graveyards would be amazing in this game. Just go one. Well, I guess my cult's kind of built on a grave. Well, it's sort of the reverse, isn't it? Like, it's not that the cult is built on a burial, like an Indian burial graveyard, like, you know, one of those haunted things. It's more like the graveyard is built on the cult. Like, it's sort of the reverse of it. So you shouldn't build on a graveyard, you'll get cursed. It's more like, well, what if we build the graveyard on something else? Does the curse work backwards? Why are we grieving? Are we all sad that Barry... Again, can I point out, team, that it was you... Oh, no, look how sad Sleepy is now. Well, this is just an up... Poor Barry. I mean, Sleepy, I'm getting... Please spare me. Oh, no, what shall I call you? What shall I call you? Wait, what are your traits don't seem to be fantastic. What are your traits? You are... No, I don't want that. Naturally skeptic, okay. A recruit from Amelia's to work and devotion generation speed. Ignores dissenters when they preach. Well then. Plush Spam. That will be your name. You are now Plush Spam. You can be the weird mouse otter thing. And you can have the variant of that. Your color will not be basic, for that is dull. You will be this now. Except, come Plush Spam. Everyone is a skeptic indeed. We now have Plush Spam, everyone. You can thank Shadow for that. I certainly do. I didn't know Plush Spam was a thing, and now I need it. Now, are we all finished being sad? I understand Barry's dead, but that's really not my fault this time. I can only be blamed for so much. You come here. We will do more of you. And more of you. I'm gonna actually have to start upgrading things soon. Like using this stuff for something. Actually, can I upgrade? No, I did already upgrade the farm. Alright, who wants a confession? For some reason, Steel Cobrax has decided to dissent. Why? I sent you out on so many lovely missions, and this is how you repay me? Come here. Come here, Steel. You need... No running away. You're going to jail. And we will re-educate you. Jail time. I like how everyone seems happy when somebody gets sent to jail. It's very odd. Alright. Who shall we send on a mission? How about... False Strand. You can go out. Don't die now. Enjoy yourself. And you guys are hungry. Of course you're hungry. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, everyone. Time to be a bit more loyal. I should have let False Strand eat before they went. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Alright, nom nom nom, everyone. Isn't this lovely and filling? Don't you want to give me your taxes now? Wouldn't that be a fun thing to do? And maybe a little bit of raising the dead. You know, the two fun things we can do together, guys. Let me just collect all your faith that you've just put into your houses. Good place to store it, isn't it? Always a grand place. Where do you keep your faith? Under a pillow, under my mattress, locked in the basement. You know, regular places. Has no one been giving me money? I'm sad about this. Rituals. So. Alright, you guys are going to be a bit pissed off because I'm taking money from you, but that's fine. I guess. Come here! Come, one and all! Yes! I like how the old ones are that little bit slower and just put their hoods on last. It's cute. Look, you look pretty happy to give me money. I don't know why you're complaining. Rituals. And bringing people back from the dead. I had this brief moment where I didn't think we'd be able to bring Barry back, and I was about to hurl my controller across the room. Like, no! I put too much work into this Barry. Crown. Yes, so this is what I did before. This is what I've been wearing because it was purple. So in typical me fashion, I didn't read the words. But basically every time we get a tarot card, it's drawn. We would get a diseased heart, which is why I ended up having so many diseased hearts all the time. But 100% of the items will be lost if I'm killed. Now, this isn't the worst thing in the world. As if you're, you know, the other ones are interesting. All hearts will be replaced by 1.5 times the amount of blue hearts. So you've got, like, these other options here. But you can just go, this one just, like, there's no bonuses. It just is. So that's interesting. That's something to play around with. Alright, we all about to get a bit happier? There we go. Happy, happy, happy. Why don't I build you all a nice building? You guys love it when we build things. You're all jazzed about it. What can we build? We could build you a better shelter. Ooh. Or we could build a better demon summoning thing. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, more demon summoning places. Screw shelter. Oh, we can probably still build you some shelters. There we go. All right. Come on, everyone. Look, I'm helping build. Ooh, you look like you want to give me joy. Thank you, Corvus Jr., for the belief. And how about some personal sermons, everyone? Look at that blessing. Look at that go. Thank you, Electra. You also leveled up. Brilliant. All right, back to build. Where are you going? Come back, you wankers. We're not done. Yes, come back. I know I just told you you were great and everything, but come back. We're still building. We're not done yet. Okie dokie. Ta-da! Helped follower. There you go. We got +3. All right. Is everyone... Ah, yes. You're the new person. I don't know what to call you. Wait. Who's tired? Who's sleepy? Hello? I wish there was an easier way to find the people who are tired. I never, oh. No, come back. You've got... Come back. Wow, you did it. Truly, you are without flaw. I am grateful. Great leader. This is random citizen number 2. Excellent. Oh, they seem so happy. Oh, and look, Barry has more belief in us. Is it because I raised the dead Barry? Wait. Oh, Barry, Winky. Oh, yeah, do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean about those two? Chat with lover. My lover and I exchanged sweet nothings. Oh, that's right. I gave you guys a better outhouse as well. You guys poop in style now. So that's something. I don't know. Apparently the game ships you two. Oh, that's a cool thing to do. Oh, we are out of berries. Well, looks like some Nomi grass to tide you guys over. There we go. Delicious. Now, What we are going to do is we're not going to be foolish and run in without our demons this time. We're going to turn people into demons. Come here, Barry. There we go. Turn into that. Brilliant. Oh, we've got to... Oh no, I don't have to wait at all. Sleepy, start your next trip with half a spirit heart. Oh, just half a spirit heart? Electro, oh, Electro also like Barry and explodes. Ooh, Corvus Jr. turns into the Sphinx thing as well. Where is Sphinx? Sphinx, you better not have died. Sphinx is a slightly higher level one. What's Ronan? Flies away and returns with red hearts. Oh my god, Ronan! Hell yeah! Come here, Ronan. And... that's a 7. Sleepy, I swear to god, if you come... So your next crusade with half a spirit heart. Because I'm worried one of these will come up. Do you know what? I literally just... This one's slightly more useful. And hello, Kite Guy, how are you going? I hope you're going well. Oh, perfect, Kite Guy. We just got a new follower, and I didn't know what to call them. So it's perfect you're here. I'm going to call this one Kite Guy. Do you have an animal or a color you would like? Because if not, you'll be Cobweb Man because he's new. Sleeping and now eating, best parts of the day. That is a good part of the day, Kite Guy. Those are good parts of the day. If you don't have a follower form you want, these are the follower forms we have. Do you have a color you would like? Look at them all. These are all the choices. I like this one because it's new. The heavy bias of Tal is like this one. But if you're not sure, you have no variant of that. This is the color schemes as well. Okay, pink. Excellent, pink. All right, so we'll go pink. This is you and you're pink. Welcome aboard, Kite Guy. Your traits are you're cynical, so you are 15% harder to level up. Congratulations. You heal faster when you're sick. That's really good. Everyone in this cult is diseased and infected, so you will get sick. And you gain faith when building better sleeping quarters. You're materialistic. That's fine. I'm actually in the middle of doing it now. Brilliant. Welcome aboard. Go play with the farm. Alrighty, so who is tired? It's going to do my head in because they're going to die, aren't they? Is it Steel? Because like he's in jail. I can't unjail him. Better not die on me, Steel. Kite Guy, you're already grieving at a grave. A fantastic start. Yes, sleeping. Sleeping is sleeping. Sleeping is I love sleeping. Alright, we're starting off with a vampiric sword, everyone. That's good. I like the vampiric weapons. Let's get in there. Let's see if we can get through... Oh. Come one, come all, to a place of wonder and delight, where all that glimmers is gold, guaranteed. Midas's Cave, open 7 days. Ah! We've found the last location, everybody. Midas's Cave. We'll visit there after this run, shall we? Before that, we'll destroy this sign. We can't destroy the sign. We'll just destroy the things around the sign. What music have I listened to lately? There's a YouTuber called Renaria who she does covers. She makes a lot of her own original music, but she also does covers of popular songs. So I've been listening to Rainary. I think it's so hard to say her name. Aviators. I've been listening to Aviators a fair bit. I'm trying to think now. I tend to listen to a bit of everything. I also have a 60s, 70s, and 80s playlist that I've had going. Why do you ask? Actually, Sleepy, what have you been listening to as well? And everyone else, what kind of music have you all been listening to lately? I'm always a mixed bundle. Ooh, actually, do you know what? I did yesterday spend a good solid hour listening to Timeless Miracle. Which I love. Oh, An angry scorpion! Did you know, and I know some of you will know this, if you cut off a scorpion's tail, it will poop itself until it explodes. That's a fun scorpion fact to tell people. That's why you shouldn't cut off scorpions' tails. It's incredibly, incredibly mean to do. 60s, 70s, and 80s are wildly different eras. They are, Sleepy. They are wildly different eras, which is why I deeply enjoy the playlist. My music flow went on a massive remix trend today, which was unexpected but not unwelcome. A couple of bangers among them. That's always fun. You should put the link for the singer you mentioned in the Discord. Timeless Miracle or Aviators, Sleepy. And I 100% will. Ronan actually was the one who introduced me to Aviators. Aviators does a lot of cover songs. Like, they don't cover songs. They do a lot of songs inspired by video games. They do them really, really well. Video games and nerd pop culture. So they actually have a lot of Dark Souls inspired songs and stuff. They've got one that I really love. There's a Dark Souls inspired one. But if you're interested, I'll 100% link it to you. Do you know what? I will take that one. And hello, Ronan, how are you going? The other one, Timeless Miracle, 100%. I love Timeless Miracle. They have, I know Barry's heard them because I forced Barry to listen to them once. Barry, how would you describe Timeless Miracle? Because they are, their main album that they released, it's supernatural themed, I guess. They sing about witches, werewolves, things like that, but it's like this cool, metal, Celtic vibe. I don't know. I'd have to link you to explain it. Irish folklore metal. But they're not Irish. They're from Norway. They're Norwegian, Barry. But, yes, that's probably the closest, isn't it? Deal poison damage to struck enemies. 2 more hearts. They're a jam. They've also got, like, 2, I guess you would consider them love songs in it, but they don't feel like love songs. They're very epic, though. They're a very epic band. I believe when they wrote their first album, none of them truly spoke English, but the lyrics come out quite well. You've been like for the past half hour playing Elden Ring. How is Elden Ring going, Ronan? You're back, by the way, in case you missed that. You're back in the cult. You're actually with us right now, I believe. You're one of the flying demons. You apparently will fly off and bring me hearts. This centipede is quite insane. Yeah, take my poison. Go on. There you go. See, Ronan doing work here. Ronan and Sphinx doing work. Barry comes in and explodes on people. It's going well. I'm glad to hear it's going well. Oh my god, no, why? I've now got one of the Timeless Miracle songs stuck in my head. If I could fly away, I would fly on wings of gold. And that's not going to leave my head, especially with that tune. God damn it. I hate when I get something stuck in my head like that. Especially because if I start humming it. No one, I'm bad at humming tunes. But honestly, at this point, I'm just rolling. I've gone hoarse from screaming at Barry earlier in the game. Oh, Kite Guy, you may have missed it, but unfortunately one of the gods in this game turned Barry against us, and so we had to murder Barry. It was tragic. And very unexpected. More bones, more bones, more bones. The past year of my music taste absolutely melted and faded away, so I had no idea what to listen to. But for some reason, I got back into Slipknot, so I've been listening to all their albums lately. I have not listened to Slipknot in yonks. It has been yonks since I listened to Slipknot, but solid. Solid. Haru, he was unlike the rest of his kin, for the others dealt with flux, chaos, famine, pestilence, war, things which in their constancy must transpose, and yet he was the inevitable, the obstinate and irresistible, the one who waits. Truly peculiar, 'twould then seem, his appetency to invite the novel and the new, break ancient vow and primordial bond alike. Traditions stagnate and appetites augment. Nonetheless, doubt tears faith asunder. ... Oh my god, look at the cute little demons. Look at you guys. How adorable. Look at you guys. Adorable. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's Barry, that's Sphinx, and that's Ronan. Cute. He is a bad robot kite guy. He is a bad robot. But we now know what would happen if he ever escaped the basement in a zombie apocalypse and attacked me. No, I am not impressed. Unjust murder. When hit down to all enemies will be... I hate that card. It's such a lame card because I bet you it's going to save my ass now, but still. Onwards. Coin or violence. Coin, violence, follower. Coin, violence, follower. Coin, violence, food. That way. Oh. Chests. Alright, we got... Oh, Jesus Christ. How did we get so much money? What have we been doing? Oh, that's right. We taxed you all. You, Ronan, are the one that's not here right now. The little heart guy. You fly off and you bring hearts back to me for health. It's very, very handy. So I think you're off actually doing something useful. As opposed to Barry, who's just floating there waiting to explode. Sphinx just keeps shooting things randomly. I'm being mean to Barry, but that's... My sanity has died of old age. Yeah, that fits. Taxation without representation. Hey, you guys get represented bunch. I bring you guys back from the dead. That's how represented you are. You're so represented, you can't even get unrepresented in death. I bring you back. Some might say that makes me a hero. I need to stop rolling into their balls of doom. Like, I just need to stop rolling into their balls. It would really help me if I stopped doing that. And yet, I can't help myself. Ow! Do you, like, that was a simple one to avoid. Why are we like this, Talos? We must ask ourselves this on a daily basis. Got my plushy spam omelet ready for breakfast. Your plushy spam omelet? Very nice. Very nice. God, that would be... a spam omelet would be very nice. Restless against our will. I didn't vote for this. Yeah, well, you can try voting again now that you're being represented. I vote for Barry's rights. We all voted against Barry's rights, including Barry. I know, because I tallied the votes. You're hungry. Too hungry to cook, even. But I have no food. Only ingredients for food. Wait, you just remembered that... What you could do is you could just pour all the ingredients together and just close your eyes and devour them. Make your mouth the blender, Ronan. Just get all the food, put it in your mouth at once, and chew ferociously whilst thinking blender noises, and you can become the blender. Pizza! You have leftover pizza! Oh, that's even better than making a blender out of your own mouth. Go for the pizza! Yeah, I'm not revealing the... I don't know why you would choose to reveal the map. Unless the other card you drew was, you know, go die. Recharging. Boo. You could have been... I know, I'm on my way. I'm going. Let's go, team. Ooh. Many bone and cobweb. Talos happy. Oh no! 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 I liked how it showed my little lamb trying to run away and then being dragged back as I'm like, no! It was a very good visual representation of what was happening in my mind. Shamura, I am not what I once was. For Talos no longer thinks I am amusing, but is instead a massive dick. Though no longer wise, I am no fool. I know the end draws near. I can take some comfort in confession. The blame hangs heavy round my neck. I introduced him to ideas of change, for my domain is knowledge, and it is ever evolving. An organic state of being for myself, but for him, most unnatural. Death cannot flow backward. It was I who had him chained, forced into subjugation by the four of us. Subjugated as you too shall be, make peace bow to me, lamb. A lion in the guise of a lamb. I expected no less from a vessel of the Red Crown. Very well, war is also my domain. Thank you, Ronan. This is not looking good. Whew. Ooh, this is not looking too good. You know, I had the spam cannon plush in the crane game. Well, you can get them on Amazon for like $20 to $30. Of course you can get them on Amazon. What can't you get on Amazon, right? Did any of you ever have a preferred music genre like rap, rock, or pop, but then you start not liking it? So, for example, what you listened to was rap, but then you just got bored with, or rap is a weird feeling to use your interest. I used to, a long time ago, be super duper into punk rock. So, like Bad Religion and stuff like that. And it was all I was listening to. Like, I still like the music. Like, I still really like Bad Religion, but I listened to it so much. I was like, I know what you mean. When you sort of listen to the one genre of music so much, you kind of, it just loses its appeal. You'll never grow tired of metal rock. I definitely like, the good thing is like, that can be an incredibly broad thing. Like, definitely the stuff I was listening to was like very specific genre and like just a few kind of bands to it. New stuff came out around 2009, and it scares me. You were just like, can't do that stuff anymore. Cannot do that pop music. This game story reminds me of Elden Ring lore. Convoluted and obtuse, but also tragically poetic. Very tragically. Oh, I've made a mistake. I've made... Some might call me a coward. I say it's strategic escapism. My mum wishes I would listen to more than one song on repeat for days, though. I can also... I probably don't... No, actually, I have gone days. Where it's just that... Sometimes it's that one song is all you want to listen to, right? Like, it's the one jam. Sphinx is no longer a demon. Alright, we have lost a lot of faith here, everybody. Oh. Was it the dead person? Is that your issue? How's Dissenting working out there? I've been gone a while, buddy. And hello, Lemons! How are you going? I hope you're going well. Okay, you need to go to sleep, Sphinx. No, I am interrupting you because you're sleepy. Barry! Go to sleep. Your stream seemed to coincide with the time that I have to go down to prepare for dinner. I'll stay on as long as I can. Well, thank you for coming and saying hi, Lemons. What do you have planned for dinner tonight? What is on today's menu? It's just weird because then you have to find a new genre. Yeah, it can be very hard to find a new genre because it's kind of like, what about my old genre didn't do? And like, it's never that there was anything about the old genre that was wrong, right? It's just that you're like, I don't know what to do now. No, stop praising. Go to sleep, Ronan. Go to sleep. You're tired. You three demons just not wanting to go. Go to sleepy time. Give me all of that. Look how happy Sleepy is just down there. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, yes, because I'm pretty sure the dissenter. I'm pretty sure the goddamn dissenter is also sleepy. And that's his fault for dissenting. Don't dissent if you want to go to sleep. And Jude, thank you so much for the resub as well for 7 months. That is fantastic. You're almost a stream baby. Thank you so much for that. I hope you're going super duper well. Enjoy the emotes, the soundboard, and of course, no ads, the thing we all adore. But I hope you're going great. I know you're a fan of Overwatch. What tunes do you think of the new Overwatch hero Lifeweaver? They are a very, very different hero in the holy damn.
Oh, you must really like me.
That is far, far too generous of you there, Tuned. Thank you so much. 10 subs out to everyone and a resub yourself. Thank you so much. You've made a bunch of people very happy there. Lemons, you've come by. Lemons, Card Guy, Sleepy, welcome to being subbed again. Dad makes sense as well. Knife Crazy, Fractactical, Cavalier, Aaron, and stepping on the beach as well. Oh, that is fantastic. But thank you so much, Tuned. And that's actually really, you've done that at a really convenient time, because probably next week we're going to end up, next week or the week after, we're going to be ending up having a vote in the sub chat for the next game. So that's fantastic. Thank you. That's so crazy generous of you. Being subbed again means I can use these emotes. Exactly. Now you got the emotes. And hello, Dad makes sense. How are you going? What a champion indeed. Not until next week. Just wanted to say thanks and keep it up. Seems like he will be cool. Yes, he will be. I think he'll be very cool, very trolly. The way that he can push people off, hold them in spawn and do some stuff. I think he's going to introduce some really cool mechanics to the game that I'm looking forward to. I think, specifically, I don't know if you played the April Fool's event that they released, but it was a really good look at where Overwatch might be taking abilities in the PvE, which I've become 1000% more hyped for. And Lifeweaver, his kit is making me a bit more excited for the future of Overwatch, despite the many faults that the game has and its inability to become a good esport. I'm quite excited about it. And I'm so sorry, Shadow. I think you wrote something, but it's not there. I glanced over and I saw you had like a couple of lines and I was like, I'll read that in a moment. But it's gone now. So my apologies.
You must really like me.
My problem is and you've gifted Ronan a sub as well. Oh my god. Tuned, have you been drinking? If so, thank you. But no, thank you. That's so generous of you. And there you go, Ronan. Welcome back to the sub as well. Yes. but unrelated to my generosity, Talos. Very unrelated. Our savior. You have some very, very thankful people in chat tonight, Tuned. I'm one of them. Although I'm not in chat. Oh, I guess I'm in chat. I can be in chat. Hang on, let me make my sentence true. Let me pause the entire game. I'm in chat. Lol, I'm so funny. I said that such a derivative way towards myself. And sorry, Ronan, I also saw a message about your mum and I think cooking, but that's also gone. So my apologies. Occasionally I try to read your messages, everyone's, not just you, Ronan. So my apologies when I do sort of just go, I'll get to that later, and then later never comes. Can I build stuff? I can still build stuff. Good. Go here. And you can come up here. Oh, we don't have any followers. I was going to say, Tuned, would you like... Actually, have you played this game at all, Tuned? Have you played Call to the Lamb? It's quite fun. And if you have, is there an animal form you would like? Because we're probably going to get another follower on our next run. In theory, we won't be Oh, yes, we can bring people back. Okay. Let's have a sermon, because everyone's really pissed. It's not my style of games. I had a dabble at last PAX, though. Oh, fair enough. It's definitely like, Are you more roguelite than roguelike kind of player, or just rogue games in their entirety are just not a thing that you're into? I don't like roguelite games that much because I get cranky when I lose everything because I'm a child. So I like roguelike games that are basically like going, don't worry, Talos, you didn't lose everything. I've become meta indeed, Lemons. I have now transcended to meta. Also, I did see that what we were making for dinner. I was going to comment on that as well, Lemons. It sounded delicious, and it's now gone. Problem is, my mom isn't as much of a music person as I am. She has to want to listen to music. Meanwhile, if you put on a bop, regardless of genre, I'll just jam hard. The message you missed. Thank you, Ronan. Yes. So your mom's just kind of like, no, I just like these simple things, where you're just like, I can just tune to anything. Bears are cool, but cats are also cool. Fair. I don't know if we have a bear. I don't think we've like, there has to be a bear. Some of these are so hard to tell what they are. It's just kind of like they took an animal and smushed it together. New album, Later Never Comes, releases on June 10th. Fantastic. Is that the new Slipknot one? I am more to Vamp Survivors or Slay the Spire for my Rogue games. I see. Right, Slay the Spire. I've heard some really good things. Slay the Spire is a game I have had there for ages, because I have another friend who's super duper into the game. And they once made like the top leaderboard, and they're like, and they're like, this is the best thing ever. Because I've heard some really great things about Slay the Spire. Spire, not Spider. My washed away message was, the thing was pop that I lost the lyrical meaning and a vibe to music that I can relate to. Post 2009, it sounds like first world problems to me, but back when Rise Against the had re-education through Labour and good old Green Day, I felt the music actually meant something more. I definitely think like it's just changing music tastes and everything like that. Like pop music, some pop music, a lot of pop, I get what you mean. I do definitely get what you mean. There is a lot of pop music I hear today that seems to be basically either bragging about how rich you are or how much dick you can take. Seems to be the core message in a lot of it. But there is a bunch of other pop music that I have heard that isn't either one of those two things. But it does seem to be a lot of the time it's blasted to be one of those. So I kind of like, a lot of the pop music does seem much more self-centered about wealth or status these days, is how a lot of it just seems. But again, you're talking to someone who like listens to like 70s, 60s, and 50s music, so I don't know if my taste in music messaging can really be counted. But we can resurrect another person. We will. Ever try Griftlands? What's Griftlands, Barry? Music is a large part of my just meanness. Ronan, I don't remember the last day I went and didn't listen to music. As much as I don't tend to be hardcore on bands as much as I used to be, I think it actually might be your... Oh, Ozzy is next in line, actually, because Ozzy did die. Chat technically is there, but Ozzy was wanting to come back, and I did curse him. So after Ozzy, I believe it's you, Shadow, who comes back next. And hello, Knife Crazy. How are you going? I hope you're going well. Slay the Spire is the pinnacle of deck building rogue lights. The pinnacle, you reckon? I've never really done deck building ones before, and I've got no reason not to do it. So it's something that I need to get into. Go to sleep. Please go to sleep. I need to check it out. I keep saying I'm going to play the game, and I keep letting down my friend and not playing it. Are you all going to sleep, or are you being assholes and not doing it again? You come here. But music was better when I was younger, and now the stuff that kids are listening to is just not noise and garbage. Says every generation. They do, Knife Crazy, they do. I've got to say, there are legitimately some songs that come out, and I guess it depends on if you're talking about pop culture or the other stuff around it, like pop songs. So I think like that's always the thing. Like, there's plenty of music being made today that sounds amazing, but I think it's when you have like that mainstream vibe on like the radios or the top 20s or TikTok. For some people. But no, I definitely know what you mean. The joke always being like, and I don't understand this generation. Like, have we now reached a point in civilization where the biggest problem that everybody has every day is that your ass isn't big enough? Or that your ass is too big and you now need to inform everybody? Is this like the biggest problem that we now face as a society? Like, I just feel like I can't really relate to these problems of... Or just even the fact that a lot of the songs seem to be about telling everybody how much better you are than them. I just feel like if you're actually better than somebody, you don't need to tell them. It's like the difference between someone who's super wealthy and or someone who like is pretending to be wealthy because they have to show you how wealthy they are. And I'm just like, are you insecure in your own wealth? Are you not as wealthy as you think you are? Because you seem really keen to show me that you're rich. I don't know. That's just me. I just don't like people who throw that, like, I just don't like it when people try to go, I'm better than you. They just seem very insecure. Kite Guy. Leader, skeptics and heretics have made their way to our cult, cursing our way of life, but they want to join. Should we welcome them? You want me to recruit a dissenter? Is it Corvus? I can murder them if it's not. Alright. Insecure and incredibly boring. Yeah, that kind of seems to be the way, Knife Crazy. You're worse than me. Dad makes it... I would love to hear like a pop song, one of those songs that brag about stuff, and it was like written like that. Dad makes sense, where like it just came out and they're just like the chorus was like, you are worse than me, I am better than you, I have money, you do not, or if you do have money, it is of significantly less proportions than the money I have. You can tell I have money because I have a chopstick made of gold. I cannot use it for sushi, for it would break, but it is there and I am better than you. Also, the people of all the genders will be in my bed at the time of my choosing. And that's just the entire song. That I would listen to that. Just a really brutally honest and stupid song. Won't isolate the cultists and tell us accepts dissenters. We can't eat the dead cultists. Please spare me. So I did. Alright, Tuned, I'm sorry. I just said I was going to make the next one for you. Now, you're going to be dissenting, and I'm hoping I can save you from dissenting. So, cats and bears are cool. So if I can find a bear, you can be a bear, because I don't think we've had one. If not, a cat. I know we have cats. I'm 90% sure that's a cat. I have a... But we'll see if we can stop you from dissenting. Did you have a color? If not, I'm going to go red. Pop music stays half shallow, enriched, sexy, and half I'm sad or I'm angry. A great deal of pop songs that deal with emotions tend to be a bit less shallow. I agree with you. The songs that deal with more emotions tend to be less shallow and more interesting. It's the ones that deal with just being rich and sexy that tend to get quite dull. But they're tender and tasty once stewed. That took me a second not to realize you're talking about pop songs there. Taylor should become a Disney villain songwriter. My songs would be absolutely horrific. Just walks on stage. I am a villain. I'm going to kill you because your kingdom looks sweet. And if you're dead, then I get to rule it. So fall on my sword now, thank you. And that's the end of their epic Disney song. But like, imagine that, but with actual singing and an organ playing. Specifically, always an organ. And Tuned, you are a natural skeptic and a germaphobe. Congratulations. Now you have to go straight to jail. Let me build you a jail. I'm thinking that we can save him after I put him into jail. Do you know what I mean? Everyone help us. Oh my god, Sleepy, are you actually sleeping? No, you're just crazy. Oh, what? Come on, help me build the jail, everyone. We have to put Tuned in jail so that he can join our cult. Oh no, Sleepy and Barry are fighting. Oh, they're not fighting now. They're kissing now. Okay, never mind. I think they just had like a natural disagreement. Tuned, come here, go to jail. Don't worry, you'll stop dissenting in a bit and you'll feel much better. I do like M&Ms without me. Okay, like, I feel like Ronan M&M is very, very different to a lot of it. Eminem, one could back everything he set up. And what is also just actually amazing. I can't re-educate you today. They've stuck around as far as popularity. I think the thing is he's actually just good. On that note, I repeat that what I said earlier. No, it's your album. Tell us you're releasing it. It's my album. The album is called Later Never Comes because the later time that you catch up on chat never comes. Great concept. I like that. I like it. It's a very great concept album. It's fantastic. Actually, that's remind me. The last full album I listened to was the latest one The Weeknd released, and I cannot remember the title of it. More meta about itself somehow. I like this concept album. It is a good one. Mr. Brightside, again, like, The Killers had some really, like, banger songs. I don't think anyone can say, like argue against that. Do you want to be praised? Here, have this. Are we... As a cult, how are we dealing? Are we all happy? We seem happy enough. Are we starving mildly? Alright, everybody come here and eat. Come here, have some food. Oh, I need to re-educate you. Here, have some re-education. There you go. Love the cult. You don't want to dissent. The cult is good. The cult is great. Everyone should celebrate. Just keep repeating that to yourself. The cult is good. The cult is great. Everyone should celebrate. And just cheer. I can get Barry to bring some pom-poms out for you if you like. And you can do that. I don't want to waste that one. Do you know what? Here, you guys come eat some good food. Yeah, we'll cook that. Oh my god, I almost burnt that and I would have been really annoyed at myself. Why are you all going to bed? I'm cooking you a delicious feast. What are you doing? I make you delicious food and you go to sleep. This cult is why we have issues. Not my incompetency, not my insanity, it's this specifically. You all sleeping. Here, have your poop back. And Barry did get revived, Electro. He is back and in fashion. He came back straight after. We've got 2 people dissenting. 1 person constantly sleepy because they're in jail, and that's really their own fault. Blinding Lights is such a good song, Sleepy. I don't know what it is. Like, I really, really enjoy The Weeknd. Because, like, especially when you listen to a lot of the songs he has, like, in these albums and stuff. Like, he has a good story and a really good sound. Like, it actually is a lot deeper than it seems. Which I really, really enjoy. Like, there's just something about The Weeknd that it's... Listening to his latest album, cannot remember his name. If you listen to all of it, it's got a fun story to it, I think. Quote unquote fun. Alright, do you know what? We can actually probably build this mushroom sculpture instead of me just staring at it constantly. Knowing that we need to build it. Let's actually... What's that? That's cool. I need more gold. Okay, more gold. Build me gold, guys. How am I using all of that up? What are we using that all on? No wood, just gold. We need more gold. Everybody, more gold. Bring us the gold. I'm waiting for morning so that I can, basically get them all fed before I go. There we go. That worked well. Poor Barry. Not poor Barry. I listened to Face Off by Tech Nine and damn, The Rock can go real damn here. Face Off!
Jeff is a perfectly normal shape for a creature to be. Praise Lord Jeff. Praise Lord Jeff. Praise Lord Jeff.
Jeff is the perfect shape for a creature to be. I mean, who wouldn't want to follow a goat leader? Are you guys eating and being full or not? I do like that. Praising Lord Jeff is the correct and way that the cult should be going. Face Off, Face Off, Face Off. There's a song I know, and it's a rap song that says Face Off, and it comes up on my YouTube playlist here and there, and I actually quite enjoy it. I don't know if it's the same one that you're referencing, though. That's an old reference. It is! Who wouldn't want Spore Jeff as co-leader? Exactly! Spore Jeff was great. I love Spore Jeff. Hey, Sleepy. Great leader. We would love if you would cook us some splendid vegetable feed. I just did it, Sleepy. I literally just did that. I just cooked you that food. Is this a delicious feast? Where is your... I just cooked that for you guys. That's fine. Do you guys have beets in here? You should have beets in here. Alright, that's fine, Sleepy. I'll get you the... Oh, you're okay now! Okay, release. Good steal. Now you get to go. Are you the one who's tired, Seal? Who is tired? Who dares to be tired in the kingdom of Jeff? I'm baffled and confused. Which annoys me. Because, like, someone is going to die because they're sleepy. Oh, you're back. Are you tired? False Strand. I returned from my successful mission. Good job. Good job. Now you go to sleep. No, that's two tired people. I thought it was Steel who was tired, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Is it me? Is my character tired? False Strand is going to sleep. Well, because he went to bed. I was thinking he went to sleep tired. That's the thing, Shadow. I thought I imprisoned him tired. That's why I thought it was there, because no one else is sleepy. Confusion indeed. I think it does, Ronan, or something like that. No, like that's... Because we just did that, and we've always had one person being sleepy. That's the confusing thing. Interesting. Oh, that's right. We have Barry meat now that we could cook to feed people. We're not going to. Alright, let's cook them some food, and then we're going to go on another run. Because we need to get at least one more run in. Everyone come eat! And... Still, you can go on another mission. Bye! Oh my god, look at Ozzy run over. Hey, Ozzy! Are we all full? Everyone happy? Everyone ate? Oh, goody. Okay. Good, 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 good. Right. Time to go. Alright, we've got two sleepy people, but that's fine. The people I want to put into my demons are not. Wait, what was I... Oh, that's right. Because I want to get that mushroom palace built. But we need more... We need a lot more of those, so hopefully I'll build them. Meat's back on the menu, boys. I do like that reference. Lord of the Rings. Ronan, you're coming with us. Convert you. Better health drops. A drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Ah, yes, Ronan, that's the one. Yes, that. I think we are thinking the same song, yes. That is, my brain is going like, brrr, I know that. And Barry, let's convert you. And Sphinx, where are you hiding? Come here, buddy. You can't escape me. And let's go, group. Oh, you're full. Hang on. Let me... No, go away, Ozzy. I need this now. You need to go away. I'm gonna have this thing fully maxed out before we get anywhere near that final boss, aren't I? I'm still like, what drive? What do I do?
We stay hungry, we devour. It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour.
It's a very, very good song. I don't know if you know that one, Shadow, if you're just quoting Ronan there, but it's quite a good song. I enjoy it. It's great if you're, like, exercising or something like that. Great just to, like, push through to the next part. Alright. Onwards. There you go. Awesome. Kite Guy is grieving. I love it. Sleepy is grieving. Electro is grieving. We're all grieving. It was a lot of memes. Was it? I tend to miss out on memes. I usually have to be informed about memes. I'm bad at the internet. Very bad at the internet. You do know the song. Whatever. Also, Better, Faster, Harder, Stronger. Oh, yes. Daft Punk songs are, very... I know they come up in memes a lot. Alright. Onwards we go, everyone. Oh, I hate the tentacle. I don't actually like our starting weapons. Oh, that's right. We never even made a successful run on the second one, did we? I fled us out of there. I was a coward and ran. Tactically. Like, not a coward, but like a brave, smart person who knows what they're doing. I was all like, hey, let's flee. And that was a smart choice. Oh my god. This is a terrible run. That's fine. I've had that before and we turned around. It's doing nothing! He won't die! It's fine. We've turned things around before. We've had lucky drops. We've had stuff happen. We can do it. Let's not give in to despair just yet. We have plenty of time for things to get way worse. This is nothing compared to what can happen. Was there anything else in here? No, I think we're out. Okay. Just destroy their tent. Upwards and onwards. I don't know why. I was looking at the spider thing. I was like, huh, Barry got weird. That's not Barry. You have 4 hearts. That looks fine to me. 4. I'm used to having lots of hearts. Yeah, it's the spirit. If we can get much worse. Exactly. It can always get much worse. We could be being cooked in an industrial oven right now, but we're not being cooked in an industrial oven, are we? So everything's looking up us. Fire projectile when you swing your weapon. 5-second cooldown. Okay, sure. I actually normally wanted the other one, but we'll buy a card. And we get... Oh my god! 2 shiny cards? Hell yeah! Okay, look at that! Things can get worse and things can get... I don't know how I feel about this enemy. Not positive, that's a way to describe it. But not entirely negative either. Bones, bones, bones. Get me all them bones. Gonna build a bone palace. Be great. And bad joke. Alrighty, yay or nay if you guys like this one. Is this the last? No. Oh my god, okay. What's what? Oh, no, we did that one, We are on the last page. This isn't the last joke. Did you hear about the 2 silkworms that were in a race? They ended up in a tie. Okay, that one actually wasn't bad.
Sorry, but I need to jet.
Thank you so much for dropping by, Kite Guy, and welcome to the code. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your time zone and a fantastic day. But thank you so much for dropping by. And hello, Aranon. How are you going? I hope you're going well. We are going mixed feels on the cult right now. But are you not a big fan of Cult of the Lamb? I can't remember if I've asked you or not. It's very hit or miss depending on what we're doing. Changing shifts with Kai Guy. Tap in, tap out. Didn't we just... Okay, so it must have been, yeah, upward this way. You haven't played it yourself? Do you know much about it? It's quite fun. It's, I would say, addictive is a word. Oh, that was easy to get around, wasn't it? I was expecting that to be much, much harder. It was not. Tags out, Kite Guy. It's definitely one of those games where the run can completely turn itself around. Or you can get epically dunked on. We're hoping for a turnaround. Immune to poison! Okay, that's good. I like being immune to poison. Hearts. More hearts. Yes, so similar to Binding of Isaac. Yeah, I have heard people mention both of them together. You know what? I shouldn't have come here. I am full health. Alright, never mind. Bye. With possible Twitch participation, yes. So you can have Twitch participate in it. I think it's a little less chaotic than Binding of Isaac. I've heard Binding of Isaac gets very chaotic. Another dissenter. Well, I do have a free jail cell. Joltretti, oh darkness, oh suffering. What say you, lamb? Do you embrace the cruelties of this world? Life is misery. May I join you? May we swim in the misery of our minds together? Oh, I like them. Join us. I was told an Aussie joke today. It's a little spicy. Do you wanna send it to Barry first? I'm interested. I like spice jokes. I do like jokes. But spicy has so many meanings. Is it the French kiss one? What is the French kiss one? Do I know the French kiss one? What a waste of a tentacle. I can't tell if we're doing good or not on the... 69 bones. We're doing good. Never mind. I can tell now. Funny internet number. I'm so uncertain partially of what's happening on my screen at this moment. Because I've got a few different things happening. Definitely, I think one of the biggest tricks is having these guys come with you as demons. Like, it does change the game. Like, there's subtle little ways of them helping you out, but it does just help so much. So we've got 3 entrances here. This is quite a big dungeon. Oh, I just massacred that fellow, didn't I? Off with his head! I'm now playing the Queen of Hearts. Just everyone's heads get rolled off. Off with his head and take his corpse for money. Oh, I wasn't expecting another dungeon area. But no, my tentacle! I'm having to be careful because I tend to get a little bit too caught up in just the bashing of the buttons. Which can be dangerous because I don't realize I'm taking damage. I was doing that with Hades, actually. Nope, that one is full. Ah! Huh. Well, we've got a hammer. When slaying a foe, chance to summon a ghost. Chance of poisoning enemies when attacking. I prefer to poison. So, critical hit when attacking enemies. The speed one is faster. We'll go the hammer. We'll go the hammer. Screw it. Spiders are not all bad. They're not all bad, but they are going to need to be murdered, as they are dangerously in my way of winning. Up there, Ronan goes to go get us more hearts. Oh, there I go, the wrong direction. This way! I missed when I rolled and I spilt stuff behind me. That was a cool power I have. Okay, I think changing to the hammer was the right call here. That was a lot faster. Funnel, screw you. Why don't you like funnel webs, Barry? What's wrong with the good old funnel web? It's a vital part of nature. Being all funnel and webby. And messing with people. Nice. Okay, this hammer is working quite well. I'm a bit more cheerful about this run now. It seems to be a little bit more enough. I should be careful. I'm cursing myself. The universe can hear me having hope. It likes to drown that. That's the universe. A lot of people don't realize how much the universe loves drowning hope. It sits there waiting for people to have it, and then it just likes to dunk it underwater and drown it completely out. A silk cradle. That's neato, isn't it? I don't know about that kind of a spider. They are very poisonous. They will hide in your shoes. They live in Australia, so they are also part crocodile, as is all our fauna. And flora. What do we have here? Oh no! The hammer is working well! But I love glove. You know, the attack speed isn't that much higher. That's not even a 1 second higher. We're just gonna keep the hammer. It does more damage. But somehow I like funnel webs less than redbacks. Redbacks hide in toilets. That's true. Redbacks are kind of dicks. And in the new species they found, and redbacks. Add in the new species. Redbacks always scare me. I don't know what it is. But out of all the spiders, redbacks are the ones I find the scariest. I think because, like, growing up, I was always taught if you see a redback, kill it immediately. Like, it was always a case of, like, redback very bad. I thought Australia have 100% a poison resist stat. Our spiders improve themselves over time. Our spiders just get better at poisoning. Australian wildlife will find a way to poison you. It's their favorite pastime. Oh look, we got cauliflower. Brilliant. What a great thing to find on a run. You know, when you go out and fighting demons and you find their cauliflower. Really normal thing to find. Demonic cauliflower. I mean, if the vegetable is going to be anything, demonic's probably the word most people would describe it. At least children. It's just how scary our spiders are. Our spiders outgrew poison resistant. Stop offering me the thing I want! Stop it, game! You're being cruel at this point. I can't change off this because it's making too much sense right now. Okay. Oh, we have a lot of gold nuggets. Jesus Christ. We'll just grab all of this. Thank you. And are we getting more bones, or am I just digging up the earth for funsies? I think I'm just digging up the earth for funsies, but I won't stop. No, I got some bones. It was well worth it. It's always worth it if you dig up a couple of bones here and there. Alrighty. Poison Hammer is best weapon in the game. Changed my mind. Look, it's doing its work, Barry. It's doing its goddamn work. Oh, hi! I feel like I cheated there. We did it, everybody. Everyone likes some free bones. Who doesn't like free bone? Give. No. Beetroot seeds. I feel almost like we cheated on that run towards the end. Like, I was like, do you know what? I don't even care about the mooks. I'm just going to keep hitting him in the head. That's so amusing that the runs I keep going at the start of it, oh, I don't know about this run, chat. I think we're going to lose. We end up winning every time. See, when you're at your worst and you want to give up, just imagine being cooked alive in an industrial oven and realize your situation could be worse and push through. Sometimes it gets better, and if not, you just know that you weren't cooked in an industrial oven, so that's a perk. That's a life tip. I probably shouldn't be giving out life tips. Oh, you're back! I did it, leader. I have retrieved what you were after. Awesome. Thank you for the meat. Go to bed. You need to go to sleep. Hang on. Come here. Bedtime for you. Sleepy, sleepy. What are you doing? Are you being weird? You seem to be being... Yes, okay. Oh my god! Oh, right. That's right. You were a demon. Okay. Come here. You need to go to sleep as well. How's dissenting turning out? Oh, you've changed. Okay, that's it. Chun decided to be re-educated. Welcome back. Welcome back to polite civilization. where we love the cult and we don't say bad things about the cult because we go to jail if we do. Where is Barry and what is he doing? Barry! Go to sleep. Barry's like, I'm back. Let's get to work. Bad Barry. I mean, thank you for being super duper effective, but like bad Barry, you need to sleep. Otherwise you'll die and I'll have to resurrect you once again. Ooh, actually, I can finally build a second. Oh, that's just upgrading that one. That's right. Well, then I will build a first one. Okay. Let's grab that. No, I don't want that. Okay. What are you doing, cultist? Are you being weird? A weird cultist? How weird? Exactly! Why is my cultist being weird? Bad weird cultist. Bad. I expect my cultists to be standard culturing. I want them to culture to my level of culting. I'm just going to visit the farm real quick. Have you guys given me enough vegetables to... The hell are you growing? That is creepy. I'm just going to say it right now. Very creepy. I don't know what it is you're growing there, but it's freaking me right the heck out. Now, can we make your vegetable... No, you need beets. I think that's what you're growing, actually. Here, come eat some cauliflower while I'm back at camp so I don't have to watch you all die by accident while I'm on a mission. Oh, that's right. That's our weird raccoon we got. The good thing is you can actually kind of store followers on that little lineup podium because they don't do anything until you, like, get them out. So you can kind of, like, just store them there, which is kind of helpful. I hate that food noise. It's very off-putting, isn't it? I do agree with you there. It's fun being bad. Stay up all you want. Normally, cultists are the most boring and normal people around. It's not fun being bad. He'll die of being awake. A fate we all fear. What's wrong with you? Why are you crying? Is it because you're already inspired? Well, then go cry to somebody else. If you don't want to be inspired by me, go cry somewhere else. Oh, I need to give you all a sermon. Come here. Level up by praising me. I do enjoy that mechanic. Hello all. I am the mighty Jeff. How are you? Cannibalism is great, but we can't do that because I didn't take the correct stats, so that's all for now. We all good? Inspiring sermon, I know. You're all thinking it. You're all like, you know what, Tellers? That was a great sermon. Can you chaps water the things better? You, what are you doing? Are you doing something good? Can I build my statue yet? Oh, see, this is exactly how cult leaders would behave, and you all know it. Decorations. Can I, you peasant, come here. Can I build my statue? Yes, I can. I hate this person, so it can go over here. Everyone, come help me build the statue I hate, but I'm doing for XP. He dies being awake, is how you put it. Freedom is how I put it. Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda. Is that the cry of people fighting for freedom? Baby Yoda. Return to Sozo. Okay, good, good, good. So, hopefully our vegetables grow up fast because... Is anyone panicking or doing anything they shouldn't be doing? Does anyone feel the need to tune? Come here and level up for me. I need you to confess your sins. Good job, Tuned. Where are him and Ozzy? Here, Tuned and Ozzy are our two cat people. Electro and Barry are our narwhals. Barry, sorry, that's Electro. What are you doing, Electro? That's not a grave. That's a hole. Are you... Why were you... What? Okay, you know what? That's fine. If you want to pray to the empty hole, I'm not going to stop you, Electro. Travel to Sozo. The Cry of Freedom. So they're Miserables, but they just sing Baby Yoda. Oh my god. I love Les Miserables. Oh my god, Sleepy, that would be kind of... I would hate, but also love to see that. Like, all of it, it's all the songs of Les Miserables, but for some reason they're all about Baby Yoda. Praying in hopes it will be my hole soon. You're like looking at that hole, you're like, one day, this hole will be mine. And I will love this hole. I didn't really want that card, but I didn't have it in my collection. You know that point where you're collecting something and you're just like, well, I don't own you yet. You don't want it. It means nothing to you, but you don't have it in the collection, so you might as well take it. You did it! Now I know I can trust you, not like those nasty liars outside. They're always watching, always listening. Here, take this. You are Sozo's best friend. You are Sozo's only friend. That sucks. I don't need another one of these. I don't want the other fleeces. I don't... Thank you. Sozo can trust you now. Sozo will pledge himself to you. You will protect me from those liars outside and bring Sozo mushrooms. Sozo is so happy. Sozo has never had so many mushrooms before. If it wasn't for you, Sozo would never be able to get so many at once. Sozo cannot wait to see what happens. Sozo is going to OD. But I shall take your pledge here. More have pledged themselves to you. Fantastic. Now, I just need to cook some vegetables. I like mushroom pizza. Mushroom pizza's delicious. It's a good like, most things on pizza taste fantastic. Oh, this is the new area we unlocked, by the way. Let's go visit it. Midas's Cave. This isn't creepy at all. Please don't touch me. Welcome, welcome. Look, everyone. We have a visitor. Oh, stop laughing. Our guests may not look like much, but fortune favors the gold. I mean bold. My dear new friend, Midas's Cave serves a certain class of clientele. If you cannot meet those standards, welcome. If not, please look around. You are my guest here. I will leave you to peruse. Should you have any questions, Midas is here to help. I don't trust this person. This seems dangerous. Sozo is seeing into time at this stage. Sozo is so tripped out. Oh my god! Yes! I love this beetle! Thank you. I like that. That's a great gift to give me. Oh no. This is where we trust our precious gold to the gods. Sometimes in their benevolence they give back more, other times it is lost. But it's not for us more mortals to question. Present company excluded, of course. But for the use of such a service, the organization would require, let's call it donation, for some of your talents. Shall we say 10 gold bars? Yeah, okay, get him 10 gold bars. Oh god, these are expensive. But worth it. Alright, I'm going to go get you some gold bars, sir. What's this? Now, I'm sure great leaders such as yourself got plenty of devotion from your followers for free, but surely a visionary like you could always use more. We can offer you our devotion for a great price. The price goes up the more you want it, and the down the longer you leave it. The question really is, how long can you resist? A lot of time. I've almost got too much devotion at this point. Sacrifice a follower? I'm good. Okay, this is a weird place. We'll be back, because you have something I want. But that doesn't stop it being weird. It is a very strange place. Midas's Cave is odd. Very odd. So we'll probably start wrapping up the stream around now, just because we're kind of at the point where we don't really have time to do another run. But let's just check. Have you guys gotten cauliflowers yet? Beetroots? Can I do one of these? No, I need 3 more. Well. Let's grab some of that. How are we all going? Is everyone... We're leaving the cult in an okay spot right now, but I'll probably grind on the the downside. Sacrifice me. It reminds me of one of those share lifestyle apartment salespeople. I know, right? Like, very creepy. But it is a good point. So, we'll save there. And we'll quit. So just a reminder for anyone who is in the Discord and wanting to join in on Game Story, that's happening at about 12 hours from now. So 10 AM Victoria, Australia time. So we'll be playing games there in the Discord, so anyone's welcome to join. We'll be starting with some Deep Rock and then probably playing some other more party game things that you won't need to have downloaded unless we end up playing Terraria. But yeah, it's whoever turns up, we'll decide what we can all play together. Call to the Lamb we'll be back with next week, so back on Tuesday, and this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we'll be back to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. We're in Hollywood in that, so it's getting quite exciting. But I do deeply enjoy the cult. Now, before I forget the joke, Sleepy. Guess what? You get the honor of having redeemed the very last joke in this accursed joke book. You are the one who will officially be attributed to as having set the book aflame. What reads and lives in an apple? A bookworm. What reads and lives in an apple? A bookworm. Yay and nay, everyone. Please give your final vote for Andy Griffith's yay or nay. But nay, boring. I always wanted this. I'm so glad, Sleepy. I'm so very glad. As I said, I will be burning this book. And I will film it, and I will put it on the Discord. Probably not this weekend. I will need to look into how to safely do it so that I don't get in trouble with the fire people. Or anything else. But I promise you it will happen. That should be great. Very lackluster for the final end. It is very lackluster. I will beat him with a book and make worms eat him. And nay from Ronan, nay from Barry, nay from Electro, nay from Sleepy, and nay from me to my heart's content. But it's done, everyone. Cause a fire at work and then throw the book in. Oh my god, I could do that. Just like I'm filming. And they're like, why are you doing that? I'm like, no reason. But absolutely amazing. We are free from the curse of Andy Griffith. We are officially free, which means when you select bad joke from now on, you will be selecting it from dad jokes, actual dad jokes. I'm going to give you one for free as a taste. Just re-punish us again. They allow prisoners a new way of communicating with each other. They gave them cell phones. I like that one. So, they allow prisoners a new way of communicating with each other. They gave them cell phones. I think that's better. Can we Twitter it and make him watch? I would be tempted to do that. Yay. Nay, you don't like that one, Electro. Wait, Barry, you didn't like that one. Ronan liked that one, and Shadow Creeper, you want a bad joke. Okay. Why are 9 and 23 so strange? Because they are odd numbers. Look, the jokes make sense, okay? The jokes make sense. They're not loaves of bread. The answers haven't been loaves of bread yet. Yeah, I liked it. I like it because they make sense so far. Also, the cover of this book feels really nice. It's one of those books that have like that slightly oil skin feel to them. Vote nay. You're just gonna vote nay on everything, aren't you, Electro? Andy Griffith broke us all on bad jokes, but this book will fix us. I have faith in it. If not, I guess every couple of months our chat will just be doing a book burning. Oh my god, can you imagine if that's what we get known as like the book burning chat? Like you join this chat and we're just here talking about the latest book we're all going to burn together. Like we're some like highly censored group where all we want to do is like censor anyone's enjoyment, specifically of jokes. Oh my god, I missed one of the jokes. Oh my god, hang on. I missed a bunch of jokes when I went to that Stranger 9 one. That's fine, we'll go back. No one will remember this. No one will remember anything. I know bad jokes. How do you find a donkey in a dark room? How, Electro? How do you find a donkey in a dark room? I like these jokes. Maybe Andy just lowered my standards enough. They're really, really low. Turn the light. See, I like that, Electro. Turn the light on. I think it's good. Maybe I don't have a sense of humor. That could be it. It's gone. But, like I was saying, next stream will be Vampire the Masquerade on Saturday. So Saturday, Sunday, even though it's Easter weekend, I'll be having the same times. So that'll be Vampires. The rest of the Cult of Lamb will be next week. We'll be coming towards the end of it. I'll either probably finish Cult of the Lamb next week or the week afterwards, so Resident Evil will be replacing it, but we're also coming in towards the end of Vampire the Masquerade, so probably next week or the week afterwards, I'll be putting up a sub-vote for the next game for you guys to pick, so to run alongside Resident Evil. But a giant thank you for everyone jumping in, joining me, tagging along on our cult shenanigans and the chaos that does come with it all. What do you call a Greek low-calorie beer? What do you call it, Ronan? What do you call a Greek low-calorie beer? It was a joke book I had years ago. Might still have it in a box somewhere. Oh, if you can find it, I'd love to. Hoplite. Very nice, Ronan. Very nice. See, these are fun jokes. Thank you for joining, CB. And a giant thank you as well to those who do just lurk or just watch the VODs. I super duper appreciate it. But a tremendous, you're far too generous and kind thank you to Tuned as well for the resub and the 11 gifted subs as well. Thank you so much for that. You made a lot of people happy tonight, Tuned. But you all have... I came up with that one by myself and tried my best never to forget it. It's a good one, Ronan. It is a good one. But you all have, and hopefully you can join us from some Deep Rock tomorrow as well, Ronan. We're quite fun with the Deep Rock. We've got a mod, so more than 4 people can join. So if you do see there's 4 people playing Deep Rock, anyone actually who plays Deep Rock, if you see there's 4 people playing Deep Rock tomorrow, you can join. We should have a mod working for more of us to play. But a giant thank you, everyone, for jumping in, joining me. You all have an absolutely fantastic rest of your time zone, wherever you all are. And if I don't catch you before Easter has done sacrificing Jesus and putting him into chocolate or whatever Easter wants to do, you all have an absolutely happy Easter. I'll catch you next time. Bye! I don't know how to change my screen. Let me try again.